You're going to have to tell me at each stage what I need to do. I've done a terrible job on that. We're on a road trip today. Unfortunately, we didn't bring any sunshine with us. It's April in the UK, so what do you expect? On our way to meet Tom at Wildsole Sandals, a really good guy, and he has an amazing handmade sandal. A barefoot shoe, which is probably the closest you can get to being barefoot without getting your feet into the dirt. A really awesome product. I was fortunate to be involved in the early stages of the prototyping, so it's exciting to see their latest products. We're going to hopefully get to make some soles, and stick around because I will tell you how to be part of the giveaway. Win yourself your very own pair of Wildsole sandals. Wish us luck, we are nearly there. Hang on till the end of the video to find out how to win. We finally made it through the pouring rain. Thank you so much for having us. Tom was going to tell me about how he makes them and what makes these Wildsole sandals so special indeed.
Our number one aim is to get the whole of the sandal, all of the materials made in the UK. Vibram is world leader in footwear soles. They don't just make our soles, they make soles for a lot of different shoes throughout the world. The foot plug we make ourselves. This is the Wildsole logo. We make that ourselves in the workshop.
So the attention to detail, there is a left and a right stamp. So when you receive your Wildsole sandals, your left is not only a left stamped plug, it is also a left logo. So always thinking attention to detail. Expertly done, I did those. No.
The main strap is made in Nottingham.
Nottingham. You know I'm from Nottingham, don't you? You do know now. You're very specific about what you want from a footbed, right? It has to be flexible. You have to get that feedback from the ground. It has to be able to fold and mold around your foot, but also the rocks and stones that you encounter, whether you're out for a run or just walking the high street.
The compound of that rubber is just extremely durable. It's really hard wearing, but it's quite thick. Whereas the compound of our links, which this is the links, a lot lighter. There's a little bit more air in it, so there's more bounce. The Mamtor, that's our Mamtor.
I think that's the one I had in the original, right?
Yeah.
Mamtor, that sole.
So that's 8mm. Quite a lot of that is tread. We've got the finish, which again, that's the same compound as the Otter. It's just a little bit thinner. It's 4mm. So we've got the River Otter at 4.5mm and that at 4mm. So that's our finish. It's really durable. This is our grippiest sandal. This is the brand new model. It's going to be named the Badger.
The Badger. Oh yes, fantastic.
Yeah, came to be named so after Tony Riddle, who on the Arc of Patrician came alive in the night time. It's just like a badger.
Amazing. If it's good enough for Tony, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Right, let's get making. When was the last time you wore shoes? like what were we classes, conventional shoes?
So I started in sandals in 2018, so 6 years, constantly for the last 3 years at least, in solely sandals. Before that I was wearing Vivos or Vibram 5 Fingers. The first summer I wore sandals, I went back to Vibram 5 Fingers over the winter, and I would run in muddy, wet, cold conditions, and my feet was just so cold because the wetness just stuck to your feet in the 5 Fingers, and the material got cold. The first time I went through frost in the sandals, I just kind of breathed into my toes. Like, that was how I envisaged it. Mentally put warm air into my toes, and gradually my toes just adapted as they got used to being in the cold. They don't feel the cold anymore. I can go in the snow without. My warmest part of my body is my toes now. My hands still get quite cold.
Stamp me. Unfortunately, on this time, I haven't passed my apprenticeship. Here's one I made it. Yes, here it is. I found it. Why did you go barefoot? Like, what drew you to being closer to a more natural movement?
There was a number of reasons. I listened to a podcast with Guy Clark and Dr. Chatterjee talking about the benefits of barefoot footwear in not only adults but in children, and how it can affect the growth of a child's feet. And then being born to run and learning about indigenous people. Yeah.
And their feet are perfect.
Yeah.
Like, don't want to mess their feet
We
up.
don't want to mess our own kids' feet up. I used to wear climbing shoes a lot, so my feet were really sort of climbing shoe shaped. From that, the shape of your foot affect you directly affect your foot, but also the repercussions on the rest of your system, the rest of your biomechanics. So integral to your whole body. It's, I've got shoulder problems from a young age, and whether that's to do with the footwear and how my feet have worked.
It's a linked system.
Yeah, it's
right?
a linked system, and whether they're not functionally working as they should, and that has repercussions on my hips, my shoulders, and it's it's the base of everything, isn't it? It's the core. So I've shown you how to do the first one.
Right. So Tom has been kind enough to mention that he would love to offer this to you, the beautiful community. Down below in the description there will be a link for you to click and have the option to win your very own pair of these amazing handcrafted Wildsole sandals. So check out that link, get involved. Big thank you for watching from me and from Tom. We would love for you to experience the freedom of Barefoot sandals. These are lovingly made. This is a product that I've been wearing for a couple of years now, and I really do rate. This is something that I've even got the original prototypes that I loved to death. Literally, they've molded to my feet so well. So thank you so much for Tom. Thank you for having us today. Appreciate your hospitality, mate, and keep doing and keep building these amazing products for us barefoot folk to enjoy. Tom, thank you so much.
I got told off for going to
And he was like, if I can't find my shoes, I'm not going.
That's somebody who does wellies. When we concreted this floor, I had to use wellies, and I didn't have any socks because, literally, I don't have any socks. And I cut my heels on the back of the wellies.
You were right, emoji yourself.
Yeah.
Because then
I had
afterwards
to
it
gaffer
looked
tape
like
my heels
your
up.
sandals were rubbing, but it weren't you in your sandals.
No,
It
it's
was...
right. It's right where the strap goes as well.